Your angels are here to let you know that your ancient knowledge and wisdom is unlocking for you right now. The next changes and transformations for your expansion, for your new adventures, endeavors, allowing you to experience more of life. If you so choose, of course, take a breath in, like a deep breath in. Take a normal breath if you choose not to, and then let it go. uh, See, that came through so easily and effortlessly. I've never told anyone to do it in that particular way before. And this is the cool way when we release, when we surrender, we let go and allow the divine to work through us. There's so much amazingness that happens. I just had a thought about Halley's Comet, and it's like shooting across the star or the stars, the sky, and it just stopped. The comet just stopped. There was like no more juice left in its tail. There was no more energy coming from the tail. Of course, it's the star itself, the comet, or the ka, or the com without the et, because it's just that star at the head of it, and it's just sitting there, and it's like it's enjoying being in stillness. It's enjoying the patience of presence. That comet keeps going, and it takes 50 to 70 years to like come back to like its original space, its original spot that it goes to. Like that's impeccable. I mean, some people take 90 days to travel the whole world, and that's wild. Um, or go around the world. Yeah. And yeah, so a comet just sitting in the sky, just taking its time, knowing that it's been in circulation for so long. Now it's just like, yo, peace. I'm going to be like a Buddhist monk. I'm just going to be on top of Tibet and just chill. And sometimes we need that rest. Haley's Comet goes pretty fast. We probably have all been there. We're just like working and grinding, going really fast. And, you know, then time flies. We don't even like realize anything because we were just so present so much without even looking at a clock. You think the comet looks at the clock? You even think the comet knows that it takes 50 to 70 years? I know it's in that range of some sort. I think it's either 76 or 56 years. You think the comet is thinking about that? Oh, I'm going to return to, China in the next, 50, 70 years. No. So imagine the comet just finding presence in its stillness, sitting with whatever is coming through. This is also part of unlocking your ancient knowledge and wisdom, knowing that your energy gets to flow freely. And even though it can stop at some point, actually, no. Energy will always find a way to keep moving unless you really want to like hang on to it and like be stuck in it, stuck and stop. Or you want to be flow and glow. Oh man, I've never said that before. You want to be stuck and stop, stop and stuck, or glow and flow. I've said glow and flow, but not stuck and stop. So this is some new shit coming in. At the end, in every poetry slam, they always say new shit. So especially if it's of course new to you and new to everyone else. But there's always going to be something new. And it always takes time for it to circulate or to prosper, to blossom, to circulate to you for you to get used to these energies. It's like a recalibration for your nervous system and learning and being with how it is affecting you, how you are noticing the changes inside of your body, inside of your mind. Like we're going to go through these growing pains. We're going to go through these new downloads, energetic light codes for our bodies, because we are transforming, we are evolutionary. There's a guy I follow. He doesn't like the term leveling up. And I can't remember the reason why, but I just remember a video of him just saying that. And it kind of resonated with me because I always feel like, oh, let's level up or new levels, new devils. And to an extent, I believe that from my own experience of, oh man, I'm leveling up. Yeah, everything is great. And then like something just hits me out of nowhere. And I'm just like, whoa, whoa, what just happened? What did I get hit with? Why'd that come out of nowhere? It's like a realization of reality telling you to like come back down because like you've been on that high timeline, and you're still on it. It's just letting you know, like, yo, like ingrain it, instill it into this reality so that you have the balance of like how high you were in the ethers to how low of the vibration of this planet is. Even though it's rising. The Schumann Renaissance, Renaissance, not Renaissance, the Schumann resonance. My music teacher would destroy me. Eric, if you watch this, resonance, not residence. It's even though we are residents of this planet, but no resonance, the vibration, the feeling. And yeah, so it's just you getting used to these new energies. And it may take some time. Like, for example, when I was on such a high, the first time I was living in Texas, like I didn't have, I barely had to do like anything. There was one point where I was just teaching my classes, showing up for my events. I felt like I was such in alignment for what I was offering, how consistent I was offering it. And then people just started coming up to me like, oh, I want to get a session. Oh, I want to become a Reiki master. Like, oh my goodness. I was ecstatic. I was blown away. I was getting like 4 to 5 people every day for like a month. And I was charging $144 per person. So you can do the math. It happened for about 5, almost 6 weeks of just like that consistency. It was insane. Like for the first 4 weeks, I thought like I was living in paradise. I felt like, yo, this is it. I am here. This is going to be my life. And then all of a sudden, I started to get heavy and disconnected. And like my body felt like it was shutting down. I felt like I was going to pass out because I had no energy. I was being sucked dry. I wasn't taking enough time to rest, was not taking enough time to integrate everything that was happening. And I got burnt out. And my sole goal was just to really be of service and be in this flow state and earn some money. Those were like my goals, but they were not in my highest vibration of vision and goals of like building something greater, like beyond me. And then it hurt. And then I ended up moving to Colorado. My whole life changed. I slowed down so much and I really got honest with my feelings and emotions of what was happening inside with me. And I learned how to express them in any way that it wanted to come out. Like, oh, I'm feeling as soft as a marshmallow, but like even the gooiness is making my teeth stick. And I feel uncomfortable about that and the texture of it. I don't know why a marshmallow came to my mind. I've never said that one before either. I don't even eat marshmallows hardly anymore. I used to. I love s'mores. Hey, yo, Smalls, you want a s'more? You want a s'mores? S'more of what? No, no, no. Do you want a s'more? You take the gram, you know? And then also find, oh, okay, so this now it's coming through. What fun can you have for your soul? Like your soul's bank account, your soul's inner child. I may go watch The Sandlot later. I've seen that movie 100 times. I may go watch it again. I may even go watch Happy Gilmore. I watched Happy Gilmore 2 the other day, and I was laughing. That was so ridiculous. And it just like made me forget about everything that was, happening around me. It allowed my business to grow on an energetic, emotional, mental, physical, all those levels. And I was so completely detached from it for like a few hours. And then like when I came back to it, I actually had people reaching out to me for sessions. Oh my goodness. Because like my whole mind wasn't totally focused on that. And I was able, because at one point I was getting like, oh, you know, a little uh anxious, a little depressed. But it's just like my mind is still, getting used to it. And because I travel a lot, I'm still figuring out like, okay, how to really be grounded, how to really be present. And, like I want to be in a space a little bit longer than I'd like to, so I can really grow and build something special online. I get to do that everywhere. It's just a little bit different for me in mind and heart to be in coherence with that. So there's going to be different ways that you can go about things, right? It's all just going to depend on how it's going to make you feel and if you're willing to take the chance on it. And there's always just going to be this balance of fun and pleasure, but rest, recharge, and then sometimes gung ho, fast sprint. Usain Bolt that. Um, if you watch the Jamaican national team in 2012, 2016, something like that. If you watch their Olympic sprint, the relay race with Frazier and Usain Bolt and the other guy. God, I'm gonna mess up his name, but Frazier and Usain Bolt. Just look up that relay team and just watch that race against the United States. It's absolutely berserk. And yeah, like they train so much for like just that hot of a moment. Like for seconds, they train days and hours and years for just a 10-second race, for like a 1 minute, 2 minute race. Wow. So give yourself credit. Be proud of yourself just for how far you come. And even if you're about to take the very first step of your life into something new, be happy and proud of that moment. Okay. And here's something else. If you start to call in your calling, you're like, yo, angels, what's my calling? What's my highest alignment? What's going to make me vibrate so high, make impact in the world? What's going to really serve me and the world? You'll get your answers. And even if you may not like those answers and or ignore them, they're going to find a way to keep coming back to you. We're going to end it on a few personal stories, and then we'll have one more message for you. I don't even know what that is yet, but that's what they're telling me. After COVID or during COVID, 2021, I went across the country. Or no, 2022, I went across the country towards Oregon. And something told me to go to Mount Shasta, California. And I was like, oh my God, yeah. Actually, a guy, his name is, I haven't, God, it's been a while, but he's up on Mount Shasta. And I saw his video on Instagram saying, oh, there's going to be a big party at Mount Shasta. And like something just told me, like, go there. So I took my car from Cleveland and drove all the way out there. There was a guy at the full moon ceremony. There was like 300 people up there. Everyone's cooking food and dancing and all that stuff. Okay, we're going to have a few things to tell you here. So we're going to make this short. There was a guy on top of a mountain. He started to have a seizure. I placed my hand I placed my right hand on his left shoulder, my left hand in his right wrist, and I felt his pulse. His pulse was going like this. It was so fast. He was shaking profusively. And then immediately after 10 seconds, like his pulse was going back down to normal. And then he fell down to the ground, like regained consciousness. He's huffing and he's puffing. And I had the biggest smile on my face. And then oh, I botched the story. This dude told me earlier that I'm remembering who I am. And I told him, man, I'm doing my best, man. I don't really know what's going on. But I'm trying. He goes, it's okay, it's already there. And then he started to have the seizure. And then, really fast. And it slowed down within 10 seconds after I placed my hands on him, fell down to the ground, and big smile on my face. And I whispered next to him, I just remembered who I was. And then this dude looked up at me with the biggest smile and gave me a hug. And I'm like this, and he's got me like all wrapped up, and like I felt so amazing after that. I was like, wow, that's like the power. And then later, Airbnb, Boise, Idaho. There was a woman who was staying in the Airbnb across from me, in the same room, just vertically, or no, across the hall. And she told me she had lupus disease. I told her I was a Reiki master. She's like, I've never had a session before. This is at 11 p.m. at night. I wanted to go to bed and watch some Rick and Morty. So I told her, hey, let's go outside. So we went to the front yard at 11 o'clock at night in Boise, Idaho, in this neighborhood. I lay down this big blanket. I started giving her Reiki and doing, my thing. And then just all of a sudden, she's after 30 minutes, she tells me she feels electric and alive and just like, wow. And I was like, sweet, cool. And then the next day, she told me she's feeling great. And then 5 days later, she told me she went to the doctors. I got this long ass message, and she told me that her doctor said that her lupus disease was gone. She had lupus disease from like basically her hips all the way down to her toes. She had no feeling, was always in pain, had it for over like 4 years, completely gone after 30 minutes. Astounding. A time in my martial arts class, we were doing like these Thai massages where like you kind of like stand on people. And one of our dudes got like the biggest fucking dude in class. So like he was stomping on his legs and stuff. And then he passed out. He started to like have a stroke. It was it was crazy. Like my one martial arts teacher, he like went over to him, the guy who was passed out, like he was slouched down to the left, and like he did some energy, and then like nothing really was happening, and then I went over there and I placed hands on him, and then like literally within a few seconds he's already regaining consciousness, and then he's feeling a little bit better. He's actually saying words, and they got him some juice and some nuts, some kind of sweet treat, cranberries, I think. And then like after class, like we're in the hallway, and he goes, Alexander, thank you. I recognized your energy, that brought me back to consciousness. And I was like, whoa. And then like after a little while, I kind of knew like, I think I I think I got to be doing this for a living. I think I really got to help a lot more people, and I don't really know how. And I went through all that shit of like, what will people think of me, and can I really believe in myself to do this? And now I'm living proof. Do I have everything physically? No. And I'm happy for where I'm at and for what I'm doing, and I trust myself that things are going to work out even better than I can possibly imagine. So don't be afraid if it keeps coming up. Question it, experience it, see what happens. And you will unlock more belief within yourself that you can do things that you may not have you even thinking of. Mm, breathe that in. That's amazing. Okay. So we're going to end it on that note. We're going to send you off with so much love and so much energy. It may be an activation for, ooh, the connection between your solar plexus and heart chakra. If you choose to receive, breathe it in, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the breath go. Arigato to potiti takata really putting forth confidence into your love and your action taking, your healing, your consciousness, your kindness, your compassion. We are going to take out the word healing and we're going to put healed. We see you as already healed. It's already happening. It has happened. And so it is. Okay. Love and blessings to you all. Please like, subscribe, comment. I would love to hear your thoughts, your feelings, whatever came up for you, whether you like this or not. I I respect the haters sometimes. Yeah, that's crazy. Um, yeah, but it's all good in this hood. And yeah, if you feel called to work with me, I do life coaching, energy healing, breath work, a lot of other cool stuff just to really help people feel safe, feel regulated in their nervous system, release any blockages or heaviness, bring forth your gifts, your new modalities, and have you feel fucking amazing because you deserve it. All right. Big love, big blessings. Namaste. Oh, and may the universe continue to show you how much it loves you.